Census Bureau data shows Syracuse has the worst childhood poverty in the nation.
Yeah, this week, News Channel 9's Madison Moore is exploring the problem. And today, she's asking how city leaders are fighting this fight.
It's not uncommon to see abandoned buildings or boarded up homes when you're driving around the city of Syracuse. For those living in poverty, housing is one of the biggest barriers.
So you're addressing a two-headed monster, trying to address the cause of the poverty, which is the income, and then the residual results of that poverty, which are kids being ready for school and hunger and inadequate housing, being exposed to lead, addressing that. So many different variables that as a city we are trying to tackle.
Deputy Mayor Owens says poverty boils down to making a living wage, not only to support yourself, but your family too.
I started to think, from the city perspective, it is all about in our role, in our position that we're in, using every tool in the toolbox we have for job creation.
But in order to get a job, you need to be qualified. That's why the city is allocating resources for job training through an apprenticeship program.
Syracuse Build is doing an amazing job in identifying training in the construction field for men and women of all walks of life. Particularly for, and especially for people who live in the city of Syracuse in those concentrated areas of poverty.
The program, funded with American Rescue Plan dollars, is just the start of reimagining how job training is done.
I can't expect you to give up the job you may have to do a training in hopes of another job. We're paying people to get these stipends, and they aren't pennies. It's to keep people in a living wage position until they're able to move out of that.
And that includes providing safe and affordable housing. The city allocating $11 million toward housing developments and another $4 million to remove lead.
And when you're paying housing, to pay for housing that is quality housing. That is in another area that the city can address is code violations and ensuring that people are living in housing that is not falling apart around them, that does not have vacant property on either side of them, to address the issues around, again, lead and children being poisoned by lead.
Deputy Mayor Owens says reinventing how the city zones properties can make living and working in Syracuse more affordable.
It is thinking out of the box ways in which that we can look at the ability to provide opportunities to people to increase their families' wealth.
That includes getting teenagers seasonal jobs. The city prioritizing funding again this year for summer youth employment. But Deputy Mayor Owens wants to make it clear.
Childhood poverty is not a child issue. It is a residual effect of us being able to embed an opportunity for wealth increase in families. $26,000 a year for a family of four is an unconscionable pittance of money.
Deputy Mayor Owens says it's about giving families in need a hand up, not a handout.
What we really look at is how are people living? How are their neighborhoods thriving or not thriving? How are their business corridors developing? And is there access to food opportunities through markets? Are there opportunities for amenities that every other community who does not live in poverty or that is not entrenched in poverty take for granted?
Access to jobs and housing are just two of the barriers people living in poverty face. Tonight, I'm digging deeper into more basic needs, often lacking in poverty-stricken communities. Madison Moore, News Channel 9.
Okay, thank you, Madison. You don't have to wait to help. You can head to localsyr.com to find a dedicated page of resources to help those living in poverty right here in Syracuse.